Hey guys, welcome back to the Rebrand project. This is episode 2, and I want to just talk for a bit about teachers. Now, I'm going to be starting college in a couple weeks, and so I've been kind of nervous about the experience. For example, how will people act there and stuff like that. And I've also been nervous about teachers. Their teaching styles. Are they just gonna say, hey, here's a book. Ow, frick. That actually was hurt. That was hurtful. That is not the word I was looking for. That was painful. Hello, focus. Hang on. Focus. Then focus on me. There we go. So, I just stuck a little bit of dried paint into my nail, and that hurt. Anyway, so I'm just kind of worried that teachers are going to be like, oh, here's the assignment, here's the book. I'm not explaining anything. I expect it to be done by tomorrow. And I'll just be, hey, but you didn't teach us anything. You didn't even say, hey, this is how the problem's done, or here's an example, or anything like that. And they're just going to be like, well, tough luck, bud. Because that does not work with my learning style. I don't think it works with any learning style for that matter. Because in that case, that person didn't explain anything. They were just like, here's the book, here's the thing, do it. Fail, if I care. See if I care. Go ahead, fail. But I'm scared that some people might be like that. But I seriously kind of doubt that a little more. Because the more likely thing is people are going to be either really bored with their jobs or really forceful of ideas. The one type of teacher that I hate the most is the one that's just so obnoxiously boring. They don't even sound like they care about their job. They're just turn to page 5 and look at the diagram. And I'm just do you not want to be here? Because we can also not be here. But guess what? We're here to get an education. And because we're legally obligated to do so. Probably. So, teach us, gosh darn it. I mean, they're doing that. They're teaching. But they're not really teaching in a way that the children can understand and comprehend and really grab onto the thing. Because fun thing about humans, we're very sympathetic creatures. If we see someone smiling, it kind of makes us want to smile. If we see someone frowning, it makes us want to frown. Focus on me. Focus. Hello, focus. Hi. I'm over here. Oh my gosh, there we go. Anyway, so we naturally sympathize. So if there's someone trying to teach you and he just does not care, it's going to make you want to not care either. Because if he doesn't care enough to teach, then why should I care enough to learn? Because clearly he's not putting enough effort into his job. That's what I find annoying. And I have had 4 years worth of science teachers, and out of all of them, only one has been good. The first one was boring. He talked all monotone and didn't sound like he cared in the slightest about his job. And then he got angry when people were being disruptive in class. And sure, I can understand why he'd be angry, because disrupting the class, what are you doing? But at the same time, how did you not see this coming? You're not really teaching quite eloquently. You're not really adding anything that will make us interested in this. So, what were you expecting? Were you expecting us to be like, holy crap, this is so interesting, I don't even care what he's talking about. I don't even care how he's saying it. I gotta listen because this is amazing. No. Half of the reason that people listen to other people is because of, like, the voice. Like, if you have a boring voice, it's hard to listen to you. Or if you have a slightly weird voice, it's hard to listen to you. Like, at a, this, like, CIY whatever, that I had this year, over the summer. They had this speaker, I don't remember his name, but the thing is, he had the best message I have ever heard in my life, and it was so inspiring. Sadly, due to conditions beyond his control, his voice was not capable of carrying such an amazing message. So I had to actually put a whole lot of extra effort into focusing on what he said. It doesn't mean that the message can't be heard. It just means it's a little harder. Mainly because he had a little bit of a condition that originally his doctor was like, well, I don't think you'll ever walk again, because he's, like, basically paralyzed. So that kind of caused him to have a little bit of a speech issue, I think, somehow. But anyway, he was like, well, this sucks. But he was like, you know what? I'm not going to let it drag me down. Whatever is all really inspiring. He's like, my illness will not define me. And I'm just like, preach, boy, preach. But I'm not here to talk about religion. I'm here to talk about teachers. Anyway, so the second teacher I had, oh boy, I really didn't like him. He really was heavy on the whole evolution thing. And you know what? It's fine. You do you. You believe what you want to believe. But the problem with that was, it wasn't just like, oh, I believe in evolution and blah, blah, blah. He's like, evolution is the truth. There's no other option. And, like, even the way he worded his testing, which he made himself, he didn't allow any options for people who were true believers in, like, not evolution and stuff. So, the question, for example, one of the questions was like, how old is the Earth? A better way of phrasing that would be, how old do secular scientists believe the Earth is? That way, you're technically giving factual information while also not disrupting any, like, religious opinions. That's just rude. The third, was one who just did not answer my questions, which kind of sucked. The fourth one was my zoology teacher, and I think we might have had a love-hate relationship. Okay, that sounded weird. I don't think she liked me most of the time, but then I'd do a project and she'd be like, oh my, how? For example, I made the Missouri Bird Project, and she's just like, oh, everybody make a bird book, make some pictures or whatever. Everyone else is like photocopying like pictures of birds and then writing a little thing. I put my thing over my name because don't want to give that stuff away. I even had like a little table of contents there. And each one of these drawings is handmade. It's got some sloppy handwriting, obviously, because I suck. But, you know, each one of them, there's 10 of them. They're all made with pencil. I think all of them are with pencil. Yeah, I did make the turkey vulture with pencil. That was the only one I was kind of unsure of. Got like a road runner and a Sora. Oh, blackneck stilt. Yeah, actually that one was made with watercolor pencil. As you can see from the scratchy lines that look terrible. But like, she was like, how? And I'm like, because I like art and I like animals. And she's just like, oh my gosh, why? I think I might have been one of the only artists in the class. One of. Because, like, I think there's maybe a few other. But at least in that period, I was one of maybe 3. There could have been more. I'm not sure. But either way, she was just, like, looking at all the other ones and how they're all, like, photo printed. And then she looks at mine and she's like, well, and she said like all of the things were like, okay, I'm not judging you on artistic skill. She said that up front for pretty much every single one of the projects, and I was like, oh, you aren't? I'm gonna do it anyway. So every chance I got, I like made as much, I put as much art detail effort as I could, because that's just how I roll. But yeah, like in those times when I made those things, she was like, wow, that's really good, and she's like making compliments and stuff. And then like I'm doodling in class for like a couple minutes while she's doing the whole thing, and she's like, please put that crap down. And I'm like, okay. So I think she didn't like the fact that I wasn't quote unquote paying attention, but the thing is, I'm an auditory kinesthetic learner. Auditory means learn by hearing. Kinesthetic means learn by doing. So I have to be doing something and hearing something in order to learn something. Well, hearing and or doing. It helps if I'm doing and hearing at the same time. But if it's like a physical activity, like a lab or something, I actually have to be doing the lab physically in order to figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna make the game theory logo right here. Then we're gonna have a Zorb right here and a YouTube play button right there. And we're getting close on hello on minutes here. So I might have to look up game theory logo, and I'm itchy. But for now, I'm just gonna do the YouTube button. So let's see. So yeah, I'm just basically worried about what teachers are gonna be like, and I'm running low on time, so I will catch you in the next episode. But before we go, let's see how I did so far. Rainbow waterfall, lightning bolt, and working on other things. Bye-bye.